people, welcome back to my channel. So yeah, it's been a minute. I'm lightening my hair right now. I'll show you what's going on in a second. I started watching a video and then just like lightening my hair, and I forgot, oh, we should talk. my I don't know which smoke detector needs the batteries changed, so you'll hear the chirping. I tried to figure it out like 3 times and I've given up because every time I try to fix it, it just like sets the alarm off, and it's driving me crazy, clearly. So anyway, so what? Well, okay, let's talk. I needed a break because I had to get my act together in terms of work and school. So I'm supposed to walk at commencement, and I'm lightening my hair because, you know, commencement's going to be in Miami Beach. Yay! I got to do a lot of prep before. So right now, I'm lightening my hair naturally. I put, I did like water, apple cider vinegar, and hydrogen peroxide. I know, listen, I've lightened my hair with hydrogen peroxide before. I'm going to talk about this. It didn't work. Like, I did the thing where, like, you mix it with water, you mix it with baking soda, you do like this, and, oh, don't put hydrogen peroxide right on your hair, and, yeah, don't do that. I've done it before. I dumped the whole bottle on my head, and I still didn't get any lighter. My hair still didn't get any lighter, so I know that this probably isn't going to work drastically, and that's, like, the thing. None of these methods actually work drastically, but that's okay this time around. The last time it wasn't okay. All right. So I sprayed my hair for the most part. I was just going to do a little bit more. I have a Market Basket plastic bag here. Has anyone ever been to Market Basket? Apparently the prices are the cheapest in the state of Massachusetts. I don't know about that. We went, because we were in Cape Cod for one Thanksgiving. We went there because, we can't afford to go there during in season. So we went off season Thanksgiving, and we went to Market Basket, and we got, somebody got clam chowder. New England clam chowder, but I mean, it was just like any other grocery store, but I thought it was expensive. I guess Massachusetts is just a train wreck. It's very expensive. Okay, I also I didn't shave my armpits. I'm gonna shower after this, and I'm wearing a white sports bra that I have to bleach anyway because I spilled coffee on it. So I figured I could wear it while lightening my hair. All right. So I'm just going to spray a little bit more. The ends are like drenched. And then I have to put the timer on for like 30 minutes. And then we can talk. All right. I'm glad that like when you lighten your hair at home, they do say to just like use a garbage bag. Like use a plastic bag. And I'm glad. I thought I was the only one that did this. Normal people, hold on, I'll tie this and then I'll talk because I know it's like annoying. Okay. Normal people, I thought, had shower caps, and I thought I was the only one that did this, but apparently it's very common. So anyway, we're trying this. We'll see what happens. Probably nothing, because whenever, I'm going to set the timer. Whenever I do something and it's like natural, like I'm going to actually set it for 45 minutes, because whenever I do something that's natural, like if you ever try to like lighten your hair naturally, or you ever try to darken your hair naturally, it's not going to be, emphasized, okay? Maybe it will change it slightly, maybe, okay, maybe. And last time I was getting frustrated when I like dumped hydrogen peroxide on my head. I was getting very frustrated with these natural methods because I wanted like a drastic change. I was in a wedding, so that's why I wanted my hair to be light. And what ended up happening, what happened was I went to that hair salon and my hair was very long, just like it is. This is only like part of my hair, but my hair is pretty long now. But it was longer because I didn't have layers like I do now, and I donated most of my hair. I got like a bob, and then I got highlights, and then I came into work and I looked different, right? I don't tell work about my personal life, so they were confused. Oh my gosh, wow, what a change! And then yeah, well, I have a wedding coming up. Like I just like said it casually, and and I wanted to donate. I just did it all at once. I donated my hair, and then I got highlights. Like, no big deal. I thought it was no big deal, but apparently it was a very big deal. Like Megan over here, like doing all this crazy stuff to her hair, and I didn't think she was making that much. It always comes back to money. Okay, so this time, first of all, the woman that dyes our hair, of course, like my mom recommended her, and so she's very, very good. It's just I can't really go to her now because of the pandemic. Well, I mean, not, it comes in waves, and it's another surge, and she's not working like all the time like she was back when I was in the wedding, because that was like before. So her hours are very limited, and plus, like, I don't physically live at home, so it's hard to physically get there. So I was just like, you know what, I don't want to get my hair dyed here, because I've never gotten my hair cut since I moved here. Like, I know people do that in college, where like they don't get their hair cut until like they go home. Even though I live here, like I still do that. Like, I don't get my hair cut unless I go to the lady that my mom goes to because I trust her. I've just been cutting my own hair, and it's fine, because like I don't really find joy getting my hair done. I don't really find joy getting my nails done either. I find joy getting like a pedicure done, or a massage, or even like a facial. But the hair and the nails, like I can do that myself. And most of the time, like I'll go to the professional when I want something drastic. And I don't really want anything drastic. I want my hair to be lighter because we're going to Miami Beach, but I don't really want blonde highlights like I did when I was in the wedding. So anyway, I just expect this to maybe lighten it slightly. We'll see. Being in the sun, going tan. Yeah, I go tanning. I put this stuff on, though, so I don't get like that dark. And then I my friend told me to use Jergens Natural Glow, which is actually really nice. Like it doesn't make me orange like I thought it would. So that's what I'm gonna do for my skin. And I gotta get back into the workout routine. I've only, I think I've only been going. This week I only went twice. Last week I went to the gym once. Like, I really haven't been going to the gym. It's really bad. It's really bad considering we have like a month until we go. And it's just going to be small. It's just going to be like me, my dad, and my brother. So, yeah, 2 guys. But, I still want to look snatched. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Yeah, so I needed, so I feel like I was complaining a lot, and I was getting like freaked out, especially with like work and school and money. So then I was like, yeah, I need to focus on school. I was taking business law at the time and I was working 40 hours a week. So it was difficult to do that. I had a breakdown many times, and I don't really like to like break down in front of my friends, family, or my partner, especially when it's about something that they can't like they can't do my homework for me. They can't go to work for me. So I didn't. If it was something that they could help and fix, or even maybe they, caused, like that's a different story. But um, I just didn't want to talk about work or school stress when they really couldn't do anything about it. And then obviously I didn't want to talk about it with anybody because everybody's going through something. But holding it inside, then I ended up freaking out. So that was another reason why I kind of took a break. And I think it was good. I also looked into like a lot of people. So it's so funny because like I think talking about my feelings and situation and what's going on, like it's totally fine to feel the way you feel. Um, but I think it gets to a point where sometimes people online, especially like YouTube, they'll like complain about stuff that we're like, what? For example, and I'll call myself out. I I had to do this today, okay? I had to go into the city, okay? So I had to like wake up at I try to wake up at like 5:40, 6 o'clock. Um and but this time like I actually had to get up. Like usually I press snooze, cuz I drive to work, like, because the office is, it's about 20 minutes. It takes 20 to 30 minutes in the morning, okay? Um, but this time I had to take the train, so, you actually have to be on time. And so I took the train into the city, and then I walked about like 20 minutes to the hospital. And I was so exhausted, like just like I got there maybe like 8:15, and I had to start at 8:30, but still it was like this is so like I'm exhausted, and I just took the train and walked. I didn't have to like train, because sometimes you have to take the train and then transfer to the subway, like if you don't want to walk the 20 minutes, like if it's snowing or raining. Some, like one of my coworkers, she takes the bus, so she transfers like 3 times just to take like a bus. And like, so it's like I didn't even do that. I took one train and then I walked, but I was still wiped. And it's like, oh my gosh, it was so exhausting getting to work. It was a job, getting to my job, and like, I can, let's say like that's how I feel. It was exhausting, and that's okay. But the problem is that like I can't say, oh my god, it was so tiring, it was so exhausting going to work, I don't want to do this, and then somebody be like, I transfer multiple times in order to get to work, or like I wake up at 5 in order to get to work, or I've been taking that same train and walking 20 minutes just like you, and you don't see me complaining, and I think that that's kind of started to happen with the especially with the pandemic, where some were more fortunate than others, but everybody was complaining. And I just want to say that like I, everybody's feelings are valid for sure. Like people can't argue with a way you feel or how you're feeling. It's just that some things you got to put it into perspective. Like there's always, like for me, taking the train to the city, okay? It's fine if I find that to be exhausting because I am an introvert, And it's okay if somebody else transfers multiple times, or they take the train and do the same commute. They don't find it exhausting. That's okay. But then there's also somebody else who like oh my God, I wish I could take a train to a job. I don't have a job. And and so I think that that's like kind of where we are, where it's a spectrum of there's somebody more fortunate than you, or somebody in the same position that doesn't feel the same way as you, and then there's somebody less fortunate than you who maybe isn't complaining or they're wishing for your life. That's like something that I learned. I learned that what I'm doing right now, even though I'm stressed and paranoid from time to time, I really like going to school, even though it is stressful, even though it can be a lot to handle, especially like when you're working full time. I do really like it, and I like that like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. At least like in healthcare, we all need degrees, we all need certifications. Like it's not like a job where you know you can become a manager without getting a master's degree. Like there's lots of fields like that. Healthcare, I don't think that it's one of them. I mean, you kind of need to be certified or have specific training for, legal reasons. But there's lots of, like, even though it's okay that it's stressful, it's okay that it's a lot, but there is somebody that wishes they could work and go to school. Like they wish that they could afford that. And I wished I could afford that too, like for sure. I mean, I'm not paying for school, I have a scholarship, but that's another thing is like I'm very fortunate to have what I have because that the life I'm living is somebody's dream. Even like the other day, like I'm not going to say who it is, but somebody was saying how they wished they made the same as me. And I'm like, I guess, I mean, I'm still struggling, but yeah, okay, like, yeah, there's somebody that makes less than me, there's always somebody that's going to make more than me. So that, and hearing feedback from like these big influencers who kind of got off the beaten path and like started to become not relatable, or seeing like bigger influencers complain or travel and all this stuff, I was like, I gotta watch like what I say, because I don't want people to think I'm ungrateful, or I don't want to be complaining all the time, because like that's not appropriate. So I think limiting the content is best, and having a topic instead of just like talking. My throat is dry. Anyway, so yeah, the topic for today is that I'm lightening my hair. I did paint my nails just like boring color, but I got I already had this. I had like fake nails, and I have the glue, so I'm gonna do that probably like the day before, because like I'm doing it myself, so they're gonna pop off. And then I got the Jergens, and I have to start working out again, and that's about it. I'm not getting my master's just yet. I'm only gonna participate in commencement, so I wasn't really excited about it, but I'll get there. And yeah, and that's the thing. It must be so nice to be a man, because they can just pack and call it a day, and I gotta do this stuff. Well, no, I want to. But yeah, that's the story. I don't really have much else to say. So, I have a lot of ideas yet again to share. Will I get to that? We'll see. It can be challenging, like if you're working and you work till like 5:36, and then at least for me, like I cook, eat, school, sometimes I shower. No, I shower, go to bed. So sometimes there's not really like room to play, and if there is, it's like I much rather talk to people in my personal life. I much rather like spend time with my significant other than talk to a camera. But you know, it is exciting. Sometimes I have to watch other creators and then I get excited about being on camera, but a lot of times if it's a long day full of like patients and people, it's like, yeah, I don't want to talk anymore. So, yeah, that's the story. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later. Bye.